this time, if you are able, please stand. Gentlemen, remove your caps as we play the Star Spangled Banner. It is baseball time in A-Town. The Aviators and the Perry Panthers up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Denver Nation! We will see you on Saturday afternoon! Riley Meister gets the point!
Back into left field! Say goodnight to that baseball!
This is another one! It's back-to-back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas! He's the point, and it's alive! Hanson pushes it over! Unbelievable! We play on! It's blocked! We're tied! We're tied! Unbelievable!
A beautiful turf facility at Alliance High School, the byproduct of some hard work a few years ago, and today it is the host for this OHSAA clash between the Alliance Aviators and the Massillon Perry Panthers. Good evening, everyone, from A-Town. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon live on SmeeSports. On your screen, warming up on the mound for the Alliance Aviators, it is Valentino Fisk. He is ready to begin his campaign on the mound, and hopefully, if you are an Alliance Aviator fan, he will lead the Aviators to a 2-0 start for 2025. He had one hit in the win against Massillon. On top of that, he pitched one inning, allowing one hit and one strikeout while earning the save. His brother D'Angelo, an even better day. One hit, one RBI with 4 innings pitched. Now it's Valentino's turn, opposed to D'Angelo. D'Angelo still in the lineup today. He will be over at second base for the Alliance Aviators. Batting first for Massillon Perry, it is Marshall Geckler, the center fielder. The time is 4:58 in Alliance, Ohio. Momentarily, we will have our first pitch of the night. Massillon Perry, their first game of the season, did not go to plan. A 4-0 loss on the road at North Royalton. That game was a no-hitter for the Bears, as it was Anthony Escano on the bump, having an excellent outing. The first pitch of the game misses upstairs, 1-0 count on Geckler. It goes Geckler, Jacobson, and Bright this frame for Perry. The 1-0 upstairs and in the zone, 1-1 on the elevated fastball. Fisk looking to settle in. Count even. The pitch. And it's in there. Another one looked at. 1-2 the count on Geckler. Alliance last season, a 20-win campaign, a tremendous season. They look to get 2-0 today. And they will have to wait for their first out of the ballgame as Geckler fights off that offering. Count will remain at 1-2. But Alliance, a very difficult start to their season. Warren JFK tomorrow, and on Friday, they have Green. The 1-2 upstairs, that evens us up at 2-2. But Coach Graff has built this schedule to battle test his guys to get them ready for mid-May. Another foul ball Geckler. A great battle in the box to get us underway. The battle in the box is going to mean everything for this contest, especially with Perry looking for their first hit of the season. Here comes the 2-2. And it is just upstairs. First batter of the game, and we have our first full count, 3-2. After Geckler, it is Drake Jacobson, the right fielder. Payoff from Fisk, and it is low in the dirt. Marshall Geckler down 1-2, fights his way back, and it is a leadoff walk for the Perry Panthers. That is the exact start that Massillon Perry needed for this game, and now they will bring on the senior Jacobson. Last season, 15-11. A tough Federal League slate saw them end at 5-7, and they lost in the sectional semifinals to Canton McKinley by a final score of 8-2. They will have a chance for redemption tomorrow at Thurman Munson, I believe, and then the next day at home. 0-1 the count on Jacobson. Fisk sets, deals. Bunt shown, pulled back, it is low and in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Another good stop behind the dish by Bo Davis. Davis, the leader of this Alliance Aviator squad. He looks to potentially push his way from a Division II level to a Division I prospect. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. A hefty cut from Jacobson, but no contact. 1-2 the count. Fisk doing a nice job rebounding after the leadoff walk. Fisk checks the runner and deals. Fouled away. Count will remain 1-2. I believe that is foul ball either 4 or 5 of this first inning from Perry already, and we are not even through 2 batters. The pitch. Cranked over to the left side, and it is caught in left field. An excellent track down by Ben Craig retires Jacobson for out number 1. A very difficult ball to catch up to. We will watch it back on the replay, but that was one heck of a cut from Jacobson. A good amount of power on the swing. It was just Ben Craig out in left making an even better play. Pure hustle from the left fielder. And the number 2 hitter is retired for Massillon Perry. Yet another foul ball. 0-1 the count on Preston Bright, the shortstop. Bright, one of many players on this Massillon Perry squad looking to play at the next level. These early season contests can really dictate their future in large part. Runner goes, the pitch, and it is fouled away. 0-2 the count on Bright. It is the pitcher Ben Rogers in the on-deck circle for the Panthers. A good battle from Perry so far. 0-2 the count. The pitch. And it is low. 1-2 the count now on Bright. We have seen Valentino get up in the count early, but at the end just struggled to get the job done. The throwback sails over the first baseman's head. Geckler cruises into second. He will take the turn and look, but he will stay at second base as it gets by once more. An error from Valentino Fisk puts Geckler in scoring position. That is exactly what the doctor ordered for Perry. Runner at second base, 1-2 the count, 1 down in the top of the first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Davis will throw down 2-1 to confirm the strikeout, and it is in plenty of time for out number 2. Punch out number 1 on the afternoon for Valentino Fisk. And still a great play by Davis behind the dish. He keeps it close. He gets the block. The throw down to 1. It is an underrated part of a catcher's game, the drop third strike, but he executes it perfectly. Now it is Rogers, the 4-hitter. He is going to pitch in the home half of the first inning for Perry, so why not give him an extra start here by getting an RBI? Runner at second base, 2 down for Perry. The pitch from Fisk. And it is in there. A first pitch strike. 0-1 the count on Rogers. After Rogers, it goes to Jack Kintz, the first baseman. Fisk sets the 0-1. Will miss just off the plate, evening us up at 1-1. A good battle between Fisk and the Perry offense so far in the top of the first. The 1-1, a deep shot to left center, and it is tracked down and caught in the gap by White. And White will retire the side for Alliance. Two big shots, one to left and one to center. Both tracked down. A runner stranded at second base for Perry. We flip sides and head to the home half of the first inning. Alliance getting ready to bat when we return. This is OHSAA Baseball live on SmeeSports. We are about to get underway in the home half of the first inning at Alliance High School. For the Aviators, it is Michael Blackwell, D'Angelo Fisk, and Bo Davis due up to hit. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening live on SmeeSports. Perry, a good fight in the top of the first inning. They had Geckler over at second base after a wayward throw from Valentino Fisk. But in the end, two great track downs in the outfield by Craig and White denied Perry an opportunity to strike first. It is the shortstop, Michael Blackwell, in the box to get us underway for the home half of the first inning. The pitch. And it is sent into center field. A good amount of carry, but not enough to clear Geckler. Out number one on pitch number one for Perry. A picture-perfect start for the Panthers defensively, and now up steps D'Angelo Fisk, the second baseman. Fisk, last time out, had one hit and one RBI. One of two RBI, so a very important hit in the win against Massillon on Friday. Rogers set. The pitch. First pitch strike to Fisk, 0-1 the count. Rogers looking to cruise through the Aviator order here tonight. A big couple of games still to come this week for Perry. Here's the 0-1. And it is off the plate a little bit low. That evens us up at 1-1. The key to victory right now for Alliance, patient in the box and at the same time take some good cuts. The 1-1. Ground ball right back to Rogers. A pitcher fielding play retires Fisk for out number two. A smooth grab on the mound from Ben Rogers, and now up steps Bo Davis, the catcher. Bo Davis, he is just one of those athletes that whenever he is on the field, he can captivate an audience. He was the starting quarterback for football through the first couple of weeks. J.R. Jackson comes in, but then he becomes a star defensively, making one of the big plays in the victory over Salem to complete the comeback. 0-1 to begin this at-bat for Davis as he fouls that one off. And in talking to him before the game, he did promise us one highlight reel play. We will see if he is able to produce it. Perry doing all they can to avoid that reality. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Misses well upstairs at eye level for Davis. 1-1 on Bo. For Perry next inning, Kintz, Lemon, and Brand due up to hit. 1-1 the count. The pitch from 1-1 on the mound. And it misses on the breaking ball. 2-1. As I said on the last at-bat, it is still true here with 2 away. Patience will prove to be a great virtue for Alliance, and they can use it as a great tool to win this game. The pitch. Skied over to the right side. A hanger in foul territory, and it is caught on the comeback over at first base by Kintz, retiring Davis and the side. That is a tough ball to track well up in the sky. We will watch this one back. Davis just jammed a little bit, got too much underneath on the swing. But a great play over in foul territory avoids any damage from Perry's defense. Another great play. Perry looking solid so far. A redemption game for the Panthers. We head to the top of the second inning. The Panthers getting ready to get back on the sticks when we return. Five, 6, and 7 due up in the top of the second inning for the Perry Panthers. 0-0 your score, no hits in inning number 1. It looks like we might have a repeat of Friday on our hands in A-Town. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Fisk getting ready to work on the mound, deals his first pitch of the frame, and it is a strike. 0-1 the count on Kintz. The last time we saw Kintz, maybe a few moments ago, as he was able to retire Bo Davis on a pop-out in foul territory that almost came back into fair territory. 0-2 the count on Kintz. Valentino looking for strikeout number 2. Unable to get it. A good miss from Valentino. He challenges down low in the zone on that bottom corner. No bite from Kintz. 1-2. Fisk back to work. Skied in the infield. A hanger over towards short, and it is caught for out number 1. Blackwell able to track it down and retire Kintz. With one down, now up steps Jonathan Lemon, the left fielder. Only one base runner so far for either side, and it was the leadoff hitter in Geckler. First pitch of this at-bat is a ball. 1-0 the count. Lemon looking to spark Perry's offense. The pitch. Thought about it, but holds off, and it is a strike from Valentino Fisk. 1-1 the count. Ones across the board. 1-1, one down. The pitch from Fisk. Misses off and low. 2-1. Perry trying to remain patient, but at the same time, they want to put the ball in play. They have already seen one throwing error from Alliance today. They want to force more. Now a 2-2 count, a great delivery from Valentino Fisk. The get-right Fisk and the Aviators needed, evened up at 2-2. The pitch. Cranked into center field, plenty of carry, and it is tracked down by White for out number 2. Put out number 2 on the afternoon from White in center. With the first two batters of the frame retired, now up steps Hunter Brand, the designated hitter. After the leadoff walk for Perry last inning, a line out, a strikeout, a flyout, a pop out, and another flyout. 0-1 the count to begin the at-bat on Brand. For Alliance next inning, it is Fisk, Reese, and Burton due up. Fisk taking his time after the foul ball. The 0-1 bounces just before the plate and into the dirt. 1-1. Valentino tried attacking low, but just lost control on the follow-through. 1-1, the pitch. He tries attacking outside this time and once again misses. 2-1 the count. A good take there from Brand. All it takes is one pitch to get away from Fisk, and Perry could be dangerous. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Fisk blows it right past Brand, evening us up at 2-2. Twos across the board. 2-2 the count, 2 away in the top of the second. The pitch, swing and a miss. Fisk strikes out Brand, retiring the side. Strikeout number 2 on the afternoon from Valentino Fisk. He is in top gear tonight. We flip to the bottom of the second inning in A-Town. Still 0-0. Alliance looking to get their offense rolling when we return. Alliance last season, a very good campaign, 20-7 on the year. A loss in the district semifinals to Youngstown Ursuline ended their season with an 8-2 loss, but 9-1 EBC champs. And right now, they're off to a good start in this campaign. Today, they look to reach a 2-0 record. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening live on SmeeSports. As I alluded to in the top of the frame, it is Valentino Fisk, Lincoln Reese, and Cam Burton due up in the bottom of the second for the Aviators. Still no hits for either side in this contest. A very low-scoring affair was expected based on Friday and Saturday for these teams. But it looks like right now it will be a very, very tough low-scoring battle. Maybe even a little bit more low-scoring than expected. First pitch of the frame is in there. 0-1 the count on Valentino Fisk. A good first offering from Rogers as he looks to continue his great outing. The 0-1. Line right back to Rogers, and he has it! What a catch! Ben Rogers almost had a call from a zipper. He says, no, I will take that. And that is one loud way to get out number 1. Oh, my. Well, watch that back. I don't know how he caught up to that. That might be catch of the season. And we are only 2 games in. Wow. 1-0 the count on Lincoln Reese. A very tough act to follow. Rogers coming set. The pitch. Ground ball. This one won't go right back to Rogers. It is in the hole. The throw across is not in time. It's an infield single for Lincoln Reese. Hustle was his best friend right there. A very tough hit ball. It was in the hole between short and third almost. Short was able to catch it off guard. It should have by all means been in the outfield, but a great snag prevents it. But either way, Alliance is on the base path for the first time tonight, and now up steps the McKinley transfer, Cam Burton. Burton playing in right field tonight, looking to continue his excellent first year in the Aviator powder blue. First pitch is fouled away and out of the park, 0-1 the count. We saw Burton a lot on the basketball court for the Aviators. Next year, that is the year that he feels can be the breakout campaign, not only for him, but for all of Alliance. The throwback 2-1 is not in time. A low bouncer from Rogers. Kintz does a good job to keep it close. If that would have went behind him, runner in scoring position, we have a new ball game. Momentum still firmly with Perry. 0-1 the count. And that pitch will be waved off. Rogers will regroup. Time called by Burton. Rogers keeping a close eye on Reese at first. The pitch. Thought about it, but it is in the dirt. 1-1 now on Cam. But speaking of McKinley, tomorrow and Wednesday, two tough battles for Perry. As I said last year, they beat him twice in the regular season, but when push came to shove in the playoffs, the Bulldogs pulled off the win. It scoots away from the catcher, off to his right, the throw, well, not in time. Reese is in there. Runner in scoring position for Alliance. 2-1 now the count. A good throw from behind the dish, but just not enough. Rogers makes his nod. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. A good idea from Burton, but no contact. Runner at second base, one down. He needs some contact here. Rogers getting ready, fires it in, and it misses just upstairs. Count full, 3-2 on Burton. After Cam Burton, it will go to Charlie Ecke, the first baseman. Full count, one down, bottom two. Alliance's dugout getting loud. Rogers, we will see him look back, and he will step off. Rogers trying again. Here comes the payoff pitch. Did he go? And now it's a conversation of what happened. It's a foul ball, and Reese will finally go back to second. Count remains 3-2. Alliance a prime opportunity to get on the board in the second inning. Rogers coming set. Alliance's dugout loud again. Here comes the payoff offering. Ground ball left side, scooped at third. The throw across the diamond is bobbled. Burton is safe. He takes the turn. He will go to second, and Reese will try and score. The play at the plate is in time. An excellent relay from over at first base. Burton barely safe at third, and Perry gets lucky getting out number two at the plate. What a sequence. Burton will be at third. It goes down as an E5, but a great play at the plate. And now here comes Charlie Ecke, the first baseman. I think after that contact, this was the last scenario that Ecke expected. Runner at third, two down, and a play at the plate keeps Perry tied with Alliance. Rogers just trying to get out of this inning. The pitch at the letters in the zone, 0-1 the count. Rogers getting back to his best on the mound. He needs to really lock in to close out this frame. The pitch. Ground ball over towards third. A chance for redemption, and it is bobbled. A second straight E5 puts the Aviators on the board. Burton will score from third base, and Alliance has their first run of game number 2. It is cold, definitely very cold, but a tough one over at third base. And there is the classic chant when you score a run and the player returns to the dugout. Some people love it, but others, I would say a majority, hate that chant. But when it's your team doing it, I think you are a little bit more tolerant. And now up steps Ben Craig, and he will sky it over towards third base. And 3 times not the charm. Alessandro unable to hang on. Now 0-1 the count. A chance for redemption for Ben Craig. Still a runner over at first base. 2 down for the Aviators. Rogers doing all he can on the mound. Here's the 0-1. Lobbed in and in the zone. A good breaking ball from Rogers. Make the count 0-2. For Alliance, next time out, if Craig is the final batter, it's White, Blackwell, and Fisk. 0-2 the count. The pitch. Popped into shallow left center, and it will fall in. Going over towards third base, it is Ecke. He is safe. Put runners at second and third as Craig hustles it out. Hustle, small ball from the Aviators. 2 in scoring position, 2 down, and now up steps the 9-hitter, Brady White. It goes down as a bloop single for the Aviators, and we are in a very chaotic situation in the bottom of the second. And a mound visit will be called by Perry's dugout. You really have to feel it right now, though, for the starting pitcher, Ben Rogers. He is throwing some really good innings here. And unfortunate to be trailing in this one 1-0. The tail of the tape, though, hustle. Yes, there have been errors from Perry, but don't let that take away from the fact that Alliance, they are hustling as much as they can on the base path. If they were just playing this game just to have fun, I don't know if they would have scored. And I can pretty much say with 100% certainty, you wouldn't have 2 runners in scoring position. You would have 1, and it would be runners at first and second base, not second and third. But Craig, he was given redemption, and he made the most of it. A prime opportunity for Brady White. He can blow this one open. 2 down, 2 in scoring position for the Aviators. Rogers trying to dial in and settle down Perry's defense. The pitch. Ground ball left side. Alessandro scoops it. The throw across the diamond is not in time. He's off the bag. Alliance scores their second run once again on hustle. At this point, just call them the Alliance Hustlers. Runners at the corners, 2 down. And we go back to the top of the order with Michael Blackwell. A powerful fly out to center field his first time up. Run number 3, 90 feet away. And run number 4 over at first base. And it looks like over at first base, we will have a conversation between Kintz and Rogers. But what a job by Alliance so far. Once again, errors have definitely helped their cause, but they are hustling. These are not gimme plays. If that would not have been legged out by White, all of a sudden he falls, he reestablishes, inning over. But no, it is a hustle team. And I believe every player knows that if they don't hustle, Coach Graffis will be pulling them from the lineup pretty much instantly. That is just who he is, and he has earned this team a very good reputation in Stark County. Rogers getting ready to work again, deals. A good block behind the dish, keeps it in front, but that will give second base to White. 1-0 the count, and now 2 runners back in scoring position for A-Town. Incredible efficiency by the Aviators in a game that many expected them to lose. 1-0 the count on Blackwell. Rogers sets and fires. Ground ball left side. Alessandro picks it up. The throw across is in time. Kins able to establish on the bag, retiring the side. But Alliance hustles around the base path. They plate 2 in the bottom of 2. We head to the 3rd inning. Alliance on top, 2-0 against Perry. Alliance zooming around the base path. They lead this one 2-0 against Massillon Perry. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening live on SmeeSports. The first pitch of the 3rd is fouled away. 0-1 the count. It'll be Alessandro, Whitmer, and Geckler do up this frame for Perry. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Now 0-2 on Alessandro. But last inning, a few errors helped out the Aviators, but it was their hustle getting the job done. Alessandro, a good battle, still down 0-2, but he fouls off that offering. But Alliance right now, they are playing pretty much small ball baseball without the bunts. The 0-2 once more, chopped foul again. Even if Perry does not score, or in general, if they lose this game, they have to be proud of their battles in the box. They have fouled off, I would say now, 10 pitches through 2 innings of work. The 0-2, and it is upstairs. And in that same breath, a lot of their offense right now has been taking very close pitches and being patient. The 1-2, lobbed in, and it misses! Valentino Fisk, a beautiful miss. That evens us up at 2-2, and once again, as I just said, Perry, they are taking the close pitches. Fouled away again. Roman Alessandro doing all he can in the box to help the Panthers. Valentino Fisk, he wants strikeout number 3. Can he get it? No, he cannot. It is through between short and third. A leadoff single for Roman Alessandro puts Perry on the board in the hit department. And if I am not mistaken, unless they scored one of the errors in the last game, a hit, that is hit number 1 on the year for Perry. They got no hit by Ascano last time out. Hit number 1. All it takes is 1 to spark a rally, and now up steps Whitmer. Fisk getting ready. He will fire. Bunt shown. Pulled back. 0-1 the count as it is still a strike. But right now, Perry, they look to turn to some small ball offense to move Alessandro along. Bunt shown. Pulled back, and it is low. 1-1 the count, and a good crash over at first base by Eki. That is pivotal right now if you are Alliance. You have to know which corner is crashing, or if both are creeping, you have to know it. And a little duck out of the way there, but it's still 1-2. And time will be called It looks like the umpires will discuss a decision here. 1-2 the count, no one down in the top of the third inning. And it looks like they will confirm a 1-2 count. Once again, tomorrow we will be back here at Alliance High School, 5 p.m. first pitch, as the Aviators welcome in Warren JFK, also known as JFK Catholic. The 1-2, line, left side, and it is through. Blackwell unable to get it over at short. A valiant effort, but it is 2 hits in a row for Perry. The train is moving on the tracks now for the Panthers, and now we go back to the top of the order for Marshall Geckler. Geckler, his first time up, a great battle between him and Valentino, but he won the day, getting a lead-off walk for the Panthers. No one down, runners at first and second, top 3 for Perry. Valentino coming set, he fires, bunt shown, and the bunt is fouled into the back netting. 0-1 the count on Geckler. But this is exactly what we expected from Perry. They struggled hitting against North Royalton. They get 2 hits in a row, and now they have people on. They need to score this frame, and they will do anything to do so. Another good crash effort, but it's 1-1. The corner is very active, getting their steps in this third frame. Fisk comes set, corners creep, the pitch, skied, and out of play. 1-2 now the count on Geckler. I wish we had a count of all of the foul balls so far in this game. We have to be at around 15 from Perry alone. They are battling very well in the box. They just need one more to be straightened out, and they will be on the board. 1-2 the count, 2 runners on in the top of the third. The pitch, ground ball, this could be trouble. They get the out at 2 to get it to 1, and it is not in time. It will pull Ecke off the bag. A fielder's choice retires Whitmer, but Geckler reaches. 1 down and split to the corners. Perry 90 feet away from scoring their first run of the ball game, and now up steps Drake Jacobson, the right fielder. A line out to left field his first time up, but if he is able to do a very similar bit of work, I feel like most likely he will be able to make something happen. The pitch. First pitch is upstairs. 1-0 the count on Jacobson. 1-0 the count. Valentino Fisk sets and fires. Fouled away to the right side. That will even us up at 1-1. And once again, we have yet another foul ball. If I had a nickel for every foul ball, forget college, I could retire at this point. 1-1 the count, the pitch. And it skips past Davis. A rare error behind the dish. The play at the plate is not in time. It goes wide. Perry will now have a runner at second base, and they are on the board. Run number 1 on the year, and once again, it comes from Hustle. Hustle, the name of the game for both sides. If you are a fan of classic small ball, you have to be loving this game right now. That is all this is. 2-1 the count on Jacobson. A chance to tie it up. And now it is 2-2. A good get right from Valentino Fisk. Fisk already 2 strikeouts today. He is looking for number 3 here. He checks the runner and fires. Line and caught over at third base. A great snag by Lincoln Reese for out number 2. He sees Ben Rogers and ups the ante and does it himself at the hot corner. After that loud out number 2, we will now see Preston Bright. 1-0 the count on the shortstop. But that is one way to squash momentum. Alliance looking to get out of this inning with no more damage. And that will help strike one on Bright. For the Aviators next frame, it is Fisk, Davis, and Valentino Fisk due up. Perry still trying to find a way to push across run number 2. The 1-1. And it is in there from Valentino Fisk. 1-2 the count. A great recovery by the Aviators, but the recovery still not done. Count 1-2. The pitch. Well, upstairs. Alliance will have to wait before they get back at the sticks for at least one more pitch. 2's across the board, runner at second base, 2-2 the count, 2 down. The pitch, cranked into left center field. It looks in the gap, and it is! Perry will tie it up with an RBI double for Bright. What a crank, and a little dance over at second base. Preston Bright personifies all of Massillon Perry, and we are tied. What a crank. It appeared to be in the gap the moment it left the bat, but you always have to see it out to make sure. And indeed, it is a gapper. Preston Bright looking to find a college to call home next year. He just improved his resume that much more. And as well, on top of that, now the go-ahead run stands at second base. There we go. Now the scoreboard is correct. Runner at second base, 2 down. First pitch to Rogers is upstairs, 1-0 the count. But what a sequence for Perry. They see Alliance's 2, and they raise their bet a little bit. The pitch. It is in there from Valentino Fisk, 1-1 the count. But one thing is for sure, it looks like we will have a great gritty battle on our hands. You do not want to miss this one. The 1-1 from Valentino. Misses on the ending dip, 2-1. Perry trying to take their first lead and score their 3rd run of the game and season. The pitch. Skied over to the left side. It will be a play for Craig, and Craig makes it, retiring the side. Alliance bends, breaks a little bit, but they are still intact. We are tied at 2. We flip to the home half of the 3rd inning when we return. The bats are alive in Alliance. Bottom 3 in this OHSAA battle between the Aviators and Perry. 2-2 the score. Looking on the scoreboard, 3 hits for Perry and 2 for the Aviators. it will be D'Angelo Fisk, Bo Davis, and Valentino Fisk due up to hit in this frame. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening live on SmeeSports. A lot of highlights so far, a lot of reels, and hopefully a good payout from you two will follow that. You can only hope. First pitch is skied, left side, no one home, and it will fall. But credit to Lemon in left field. That was a little closer than I expected. No, really, a lot closer than I expected. Good hustle. I think he knew he wasn't getting there, but that was, look at my speed, and I'm impressed. Lemon might play a little bit closer to the line now, but he has the speed to track down some very difficult balls. 0-1 the count on D'Angelo. Rogers sets and fires. Misses off the plate and low. 1-1 the count. But both sides waking up offensively in the bottom of the second and top of the third. 4 runs combined, and we have ourselves a ball game. And a little bit of dancing, too. Rogers ready. The 1-1. Ground ball up the gut, over too short. The scoop, the throw. It's perfect. A great play by Brett. His excellent day continues as he retires Fisk for out number 1. He already has that RBI double to his name, but add that play as well to his resume. As I said last inning, I will say it again. If you are looking for a shortstop or at minimum a hitter, look no further than Preston Bright. He is doing everything right, and I'm sure if a college coach is watching, they are taking note. First pitch to Davis is a ball, 1-0 the count. Still 2 more games for the Aviators on the channel this week. Tomorrow against Warren JFK and Thursday against Cuyahoga Falls. Here's the 1-0. Skied over to the right side, and Rogers will follow it out of play with his eyes. And I think that either hit the box or hit close to it. One nice thing about this view at Alliance High School, there is 0 net obstruction. Very rare that we see this. I think this is the first time in channel history that we've seen it. Not only here, but also on Holy Name Broadcasting. Now a 1-2, a good pitch from Rogers. One of the best views that we will have with a net comes next Monday at Skeels Field in Akron as Alliance takes on St. V's. Here's the 1-2 from Rogers. Line left side, and it is down! A base hit for Bo Davis. He takes the turn. He will go to second. The play is not in time. A head first slide for Bo Davis, and the go-ahead run for the Aviators stands in scoring position. Well, Bo held up his end of the bargain. There is his highlight reel play. Runner at second for the Aviators. And now you can say Big Country stepping in. It is Valentino Fisk. Always an interesting time to watch a pitcher try and help his cause defensively with some offense. First base on the edge of the grass. Third base a little bit more depth. The pitch. Upstairs 1-0 on Valentino Fisk. But this great battle just continues to get better. This is a great way to start off the regular season here on SmeeSports. 1-0 the count. The pitch. Well upstairs again. 2-0 on Fisk. And at the same time, Fisk can watch these pitches and say, was that a strike for me? No, I lay off. If it's a strike for me, I'm swinging. 2-0 the count. And it will be a fake step back from Rogers. Davis being kept honest over at second base by Perry's defense. Rogers getting ready. Come set. Now the 2-0. Lined right into left center field. It is down in the gap. Davis turns from 3. He will score. It is Valentino Fisk, an RBI double. Alliance retakes the lead 3-2, and it comes from the bat of the big man, Valentino. What a cut! Well, watch that one back. You see the end of it. That left center field gap being exploited time in and time out today. Same scenario, but Alliance leads it by 1. What a crank by Valentino Fisk. Lincoln Reese, a single his last time up. He steps back in the box. The first pitch from Rogers. A beautiful breaker in the zone. 0-1 the count. I think at this point, based on the first inning and a half, a lot more offense than expected. And that is saying something with 5 runs. Fisk getting a generous lead. The 0-1. Ground ball left side. Alessandro throws, and it is in time. The throw to 3 will not happen. Now 2 down, but that will put run number 4 90 feet away. A good job by Fisk on the base path. He sees the ball go to Alessandro. He waits for the throw, then he makes his break. Perfect execution on the base path. And now up steps Cam Burton. The transfer from McKinley so far this season, he has 1 hit to his name. He looks for RBI number 1 in the Aviator powder blue. Sky to the right side, and it will be caught in right field to retire the side. Jacobson has to come in a good amount, but he is still able to track it down. We head to the 4th inning in A-Town. Alliance retakes the lead. 3-2, A-Town on top when we return. The call to the bullpen has been made by the Aviators. It is Brody Bagara, the junior, as he will relieve Valentino Fisk. Did not expect that one. 0-1 the count to begin this at-bat. But Bagara now in. He will try and take over for where Fisk left off from. 2 strikeouts to his name. A good outing from Valentino. But the play that he will ride home about, it is the RBI double to the left center field gap. And that will be a leadoff hit by a pitch for Perry. Kintz will take first. The tying run is on the base path for Perry, and if last inning was anything to base this game on, it looks like he might score. But we still have a long way to get there. After Kintz, it is Jonathan Lemon, the left fielder. Bunt shown, but it is called a strike on the pullback. 0-1 the count. Perry still trying to play some small ball offense. Bagara comes set, fires, bunt shown, pull back, but it's in there. 0-2 the count. The junior Bagara, a great start to his bump day. 0-2. The pitch. Just off the plate, a good slide catch from Davis. And keeping the runner at first base honest is going to be a big point of emphasis for the Aviators. No free bags can be given out. Here's the 1-2. Fouled away. It almost looked like on the swing, Lemon tried pulling it over towards the softball field to our left. Either way, another foul ball from Perry. They are doing all they can to stay alive in these battles. 1-2, runner breaks the pitch. It's high. Davis the throw, the tag. It's not in time. Now he's in time. A quick change in feeling from the Aviators. At first he's safe, and then he's not. Now the question is, what do they credit Bo Davis with? Do they give him the throw out? I don't know. Either way, he's out on the follow through. One down, 2-2 now the count. The pitch, and it is upstairs, 3-2. Even if Davis isn't credited with the caught stealing, you still do not run on Bo. Full count, the pitch from Bugera. Cranked into left center field. It is going back, but it is caught in center. White able to track it down for out number 2. After the hit by a pitch, a great recovery from the Aviator defense. On paper, 2 up, 2 down. And now up steps Hunter Brand, the designated hitter, a strikeout to his name so far. Bugera gets to work immediately, missing upstairs, 1-0 the count. For Alliance next inning, it is Ecke, Craig, and White due up. The 1-0. Another one sent into left center field. This one a little bit more difficult, but White tracks it down, retiring the side. 2 putouts in a row from center field, and the Aviators defense hangs on. Perry sends their leadoff man to the base path, but he comes back pretty quick. Alliance looking for some insurance when we return. This is OHSAA Baseball live on SmeeSports. It is Ecke, Craig, and White due up in the home half of the 4th inning for Alliance. Insurance is the name of the game for the Aviators as they lead this one 3-2 against Massillon Perry. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening live on SmeeSports. If you are new to the page, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing, and it greatly helps out our efforts in broadcasting high school, college, and travel athletics. On top of that, go follow us on social media at SmeeSports on Instagram and at SmeeFist2024 on Twitter. Thereafter this game, you can catch some post-game interviews, whether it be with the Perry Panthers or the Alliance Aviators. And that hinges on whoever wins this contest. Ecke in the box, the 7-hitter. The first pitch he sees is, I believe, over his head even. 1-0 the count. Rogers still on the bump for Perry. It looks like a sort of bullpen day for the Aviators. It remains yet to be seen how long Bugera is on the bump. Fisk, he went 3 innings. I wouldn't be surprised if Bugera goes 3 as well. Here's the 1-0. A missile to left center field, plenty of carry, and it is past the left and center fielder. Going into second, it is Iki. He will take the turn and retreat. A leadoff double for Charlie Iki. What a crank. It looked good off the bat, but the fact that he was able to clear the left and center fielder is impressive. And we saw the speed of Lemon a few innings ago. But what a hit. Plenty of power from the first baseman. Charlie Iki, what a hit. The sophomore, a bright future ahead. Welcome to the show. And we will have a mound visit here. Will this be the end of Rogers' day on the bump? We will see. But either way, Alliance is in business. I don't know if anybody expected that when Iki stepped in the box. But based on the conversation between him and Coach Graffis, I think we will see a lot more of Iki as this season progresses. But if you are Perry, you have to feel hard done by now. A very good frame in the third, no offense in the fourth, and now you might have to come back from down 2 runs for a second time. It is a tough game so far. A few errors have killed them as well. A lot to look towards in the next game against McKinley in regards to improvement. If they can take the bat from today and turn it into good, which there have been plenty of positives in this game, I feel like they could sweep McKinley. It just depends on how they show up tomorrow, but I think they definitely have it in them. Bunt shot, and it is fouled over to the right side. A good idea from Craig. 0-1 the count on Ben Craig. Craig, if that name sounds familiar to the Aviators, he went to states for swimming this past year. A very good swimmer. I would say the best that the Aviators have. A very good career in the powder blue. 0-1 the count. First base in, the pitch, bunt shown. A beautiful bunt! Oh my! The throw to 3 is not in time! A thing of beauty from Ben Craig. We were just hyping up his swimming, but if he can bunt like that, it's a toss-up as to which one he is better at. Unbelievable. It's just the hustle from him that makes the play happen. I call that an infield bunt single. Even if the throw was a little bit lower, the tag would not have been in time. Put runners at the corners for the Aviators. Still nobody down in the fourth. And now up steps Brady White. And a throwback to 3, it is faked. Rogers trying to keep Iki honest over at third. Rogers, he will check over at first base to Craig. The pitch. And it is in there, a first pitch strike from Rogers. White so far has reached on an error in this game. Rogers checks the runner at first once again. 0-1 the count. Rogers deals. Fouled away. Yet another foul ball from the Aviators. Alliance, they have a good amount of foul balls, but it hails in comparison to Perry's tally. Count 0-2 on White. No one down, bottom 4. Rogers, he will go back to 3 and fake it and checks the runner at first. A good idea from Rogers, but no movement. Rogers sets and fires. And it is past the catcher. It's Iki taking off. The play at the plate will not happen. Heading to second is Ben Craig. Alliance gets their insurance run. They lead it 4-2. Reading the down angle. As a former catcher, the amount of times I've said that already this season is crazy, but as a former catcher, reading the down angle is everything. Alliance does it perfectly once again. And now it's 4-2, Alliance on top. 1-2 the count. Rogers checking the runner. Will deal. Fouled away. The good battle from White continues. But what a great game so far from the Aviators. A game that not many gave them a chance to win, and they are hanging in. A goose egg in the first, but at least one run in the last 3 frames. This is the offense Alliance needs for this campaign. 1-2 the count, the pitch. Cranked right center field, and it is in there! A base hit for Brady White. Going to third base is Craig. Put runners at the corners. The ball gets through. Now put 2 in scoring position. Another great hustle play. It's a single for Brady White, and he will take second after the fact. Another good hit. The Alliance parade continues. We go back to the top of the order with Michael Blackwell, the shortstop. Time will be called by Perry, and it will most likely be a call to the bullpen. You can look at the hits for Alliance. It has been great. 7 hits, but it is their hustle. That is the reason why they lead this one 4-2. Rogers, his day is over. Alliance, they are cruising up 4-2. We will have a new arm on the bump when we return. This is OHSAA Baseball live on SmeeSports. The call to the bullpen has been made. It is Mitchell Tekis, the freshman from Massillon Perry. He is on to settle things down for the Panthers. Runners at second and third. Bottom 4, no one down. Alliance up 4-2 against Perry. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Takis' first pitch is bunted down the right field line. The throw home is not in time. He's in there. The squeeze works to perfection. An excellent bunt from Blackwell. Make it 5-2 Alliance. What a gutsy call by Coach Graffis and company. That is not a gimme play at all. Blackwell, he could have been tagged out right on that right field line. They just try and force it home. It doesn't work out. And now up steps D'Angelo Fisk. 2 groundouts to his name, but no time better to keep the train moving along the tracks. Still runners at the corners, no one down in the bottom of the 4th. Takis, he will check the runner at first base. He throws back, and it is not in time. Looking at the changes around the grounds, it is Ben Rogers now at first base, moving over from the bump. Runner goes, the pitch. No one down behind him. Fisk looking for a big hit, and he will have to wait. He works the count full, 3-2. A very long fourth inning. Alliance, this is the break they needed. Bo Davis awaits in the on-deck circle for the Aviators. Already a double to his name in this one. Here comes the payoff pitch, and it is low and outside. Juice the bases for Bo Davis. Bo is a player that loves a little bit of pressure. And talk about pressure. Bases loaded, up by 3. The game partially blown open. This would completely obliterate it. A double his last time up. Can he work some more magic? The pitch. Well, upstairs, it zips right past his head. I don't think a hit to the head is what Bo has in mind for this at-bat. Scoring position, and going back over to third base after a very heavy turn for the Aviators is D'Angelo Fisk. 1-0 the count, and runs 8 and 9 now in prime spots. 2 runs in the win against Massillon proper on Friday, and 7 runs against Massillon Perry. Obviously, this is not football, but if you saw Massillon Perry and Massillon Washington to begin your season, your only reaction is, oh my. Even in baseball, that is the same exact reaction. 1-0 the count, the pitch, and it is pushed to the dirt. 2-0 the count. Valentino one cut away from continuing to add on to a great lead for the Aviators. The pitch. Ground ball right side, and it is through! They play the shift, and it gets past Rob. Game-winning run in the case of a run rule is in the hole. Or excuse me, on deck. They have to cut there, 1-2 now the count. Still nobody down in the bottom of the fourth. Alliance cruising in this one. Stay tuned on social media after this game as we will have some post-game interviews with your favorite players from the winning team. 1-2 the count, the pitch, and it is dropped by the catcher. 2-2 the count. After Reese, it goes to Cam Burton. Still nobody down. Reese looking to get Fisk home. Takis comes set, and he will step off as time is called. But what a job by Alliance's offense. 6 runs. They tripled their tally before today in 1 run. Actually, in no innings. In no innings. Nobody down yet. The 2-2. Now a 3-2. But that is really weird. That is a weird statistic to say it's true. In 0 innings, they triple their runs output. Once again, after Reese, it is Cam Burton. And then after Burton, we go back to the top of the order for this inning. The payoff, upstairs. A great job by Reese. He did everything there to earn that walk. He reaches for the second time today. Runners at first and second, and now it is Cam Burton's turn. Charlie Eke awaits in the on-deck circle. He got this rally going with a double at this point a good 20 minutes ago. Time is being called by Perry, and we will see if they make yet another call to the bullpen. It looks like as of right now they might. And they will. Takis' day will end. No innings of work. And we will see a new arm step on in a minute. Once again, though, Perry, they need to be careful. They play McKinley twice in a row, tomorrow and Wednesday. They cannot throw one of their best guys right now. At this point, this is a game you take on the chin. You go to 0-2. You try and fight here. You use this time and make something happen for yourself. But you always have to keep your two guys available for a Federal League contest. They beat McKinley twice last year. They want to do it again. This is a good learning experience. This might be the hit on the chin that Perry needed for tomorrow to get them back in stride. On the mound when we return, it is Halter the Junior. Alliance 9. Perry 2 your score. We will step aside and be back on after our new pitcher is done warming up. Rowan Halter now on the mound for Massillon Perry as we rejoin the action in the bottom of the fourth inning at Alliance High School. 9-2 the Aviators on top. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening live on SmeeSports. As always, we thank Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance for partnering with us and as well as sending some video production career tech students to help us. We have Elijah and Zane with us today, two of our most reliable employees, so thank you to them. I think we have them at least one more time this week. So you're seeing all these beautiful transitions. It's not me. I'm not doing everything today. They are doing a stellar job as usual, giving you the game through some very different camera angles today that we've never really tried out, but it's working very well. First pitch is a strike to Burton, 0-1 the count. And a good start from Halter. Halter just trying to get out of this inning. Still no one down, and there is more action in Perry's bullpen. The pitch, bunt shown, pulled back, and it is in there, 0-2 the count. Fisk over at second base, and at first it is Reese. Alliance 3 runs away from getting close to the run rule, and when I say close, they have it. They just need to hold it up in the top of the fifth to put it into effect. 0-2 the count. Perry looking for out number 1. Halter coming set. Now the pitch. And it is blocked. Both runners will take off. The throw to 3 is not in time, and it is blocked over at third, keeping it in the infield. But either way, Alliance now 2 runners in scoring position opposed to 1. A great block from Kent as he has moved across the diamond to third from first. 1-2 now on Burton. Halter digging for out number 1, and he will step off. Charlie Eakey still awaits in the on-deck circle. He started this inning, and he has a chance to make it even more powerful. Already 6 runs scored this inning by the Aviators. 1-2 the count, the pitch. And it is off the plate. Burton almost almost rung up there. I would say he's lucky not to be. 2-2 the count. A close one, a good miss from Halter. Here's the 2-2. And it is low, 3-2. Burton hanging on. Burton trying to get on. Perry looking for out number one. A big payoff pitch. Halter deals. And it is upstairs. Load the bases once again for the Aviators. Everything in this world comes around to the way it started, and that is no different for this inning. Charlie Eakey, the same scenario that he walked into 25 minutes ago, just 6 more runs on the board, and the bases loaded. Same amount of outs. Incredible from Alliance. First pitch is low, 1-0 on Eakey. After Eakey, we return to Ben Craig. What a job by Alliance this frame. Plating 6 against a very good Perry team. Superb. Here's the 1-0. And it is grounded over to Graffis, and Coach Graffis has the first error from the coaches today. And the dugout will let Coach Graffis know. A very good game coached, but the fielding skills over at third base might need some extra work after this one. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Ground ball over to short. It is bobbled. Will everybody be safe? The throw to one is in time. And finally, Perry gets out number one, but it will come at a cost. Alliance plates another run. It is 10-2. Good hustle on that play from Eakey. He is retired on the ground out, but he will still get the RBI. The run rule is still very close. If the 2 runners on base right now score, then the run rule would be put into effect. All eyes turn to Ben Craig. Halter sets and fires. Ground ball over to the left side. The throw home is not in time. He is under the tag. Another hustle play by the Aviators. Make it 11-2. We will watch this one back to confirm it. But what a job over at third base. A gutsy decision to break. And yeah, he is in. The right call made behind the dish. And we will have another mound visit from Perry. Incredible. 11-2, Alliance on top. 8 runs score this frame. We expected Alliance to have a good offense this year. I don't think we expected it in games 1 and 2. Game 1 went as expected, but 11 runs on Perry. This is one you put on the fridge at home. This is that report card that you have. You take a picture of it, you attach it with a magnet from a random place you went on vacation, and you hang it up for years to come, and somehow in some way, it just hangs and hangs and hangs. That is this game for Alliance. Pretty much the rest of the year, when we talk about Alliance's offense, this is the gold standard. This is what we want to see because we know they can do it now. It's 11-2, everything going right for the Aviators. Craig gets his RBI, and now up steps Brady White. Runners at the corners, and if the runner at third base, which is Cam Burton, scores, then the run rule could be put into effect in the top of the 5th inning. Wow. Halter will remain on the mound for Perry. We will most likely see a steal from Craig as that will bait a throw down. So now we have the chess match. The classic high school, oh look, runners at the corners is a free second base. Right now, more than ever, that couldn't be further from the truth. White so far, he has reached on an error and singled. Halter coming set. Infield in. The pitch. First pitch strike, 0-1 the count. After Brady White, we go back to the top with Michael Blackwell. The whole infield on the edge of the grass. The only person not is Rogers at first, holding on the runner. The pitch, runner goes, it's low. The throw down is intercepted at second base. Burton thought about it. The throw is scooped up over at third. A great play by Kintz to keep it close. 0-2 the count. But that will put a second runner in scoring position for A-Town. Two Ducks ready to swim home for Brady White. Halter coming set. Here's the 0-2. Fouled away. A good cut from White, a survival swing, and it gets the job done. We will see the 0-2 once again in a moment. For Perry next inning, Alessandro, Whitmer, and Geckler due up. Alessandro not in the game right now. We will see if he still hits. It's an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And it is sent into left field. One run will score. Make it 12-2. It is an RBI single from Brady White, and he will take seconds. Brady White gets it done again. And if Alliance's defense holds up, ladies and gentlemen, the run rule would be put into effect next inning. Runners at second and third. It stays the same. One down, and we are back to the top of the order. Batter number 13 of this half inning. 9 runs already scoring for A-Town. The pitch. It is in there. 0-1 the count on Blackwell. What a frame. What a swing for the Aviators. They needed a cushion when we saw them at the end of the top of the fourth. Now, they lead by 10. 1-1 the count. But I think in the box, we kind of mentioned it when explaining the innings of, okay, we could see a run rule, but it wasn't really something that we expected. But yet here we are. I do have a feeling that Perry's offense will be very hungry in the top of the fifth. The 1-1, Krang, left field, and it is down! It's off the glove of Lemon. 1 run will score. They send another, and he is safe! Another great swing from the Aviators. Blackwell makes it 14-2. And the parade continues for Alliance. Still 1 down. Make it 11 runs in 1/3 of an inning. I don't think anyone expected this. The bench says otherwise. 1-0 the count on Fisk. Assuming the result holds, we will be talking to a lot of players from this Alliance team after this. At this point, you could pretty much interview the whole entire team. Everybody has done something. Here's the 1-0. It is in there, 1-1. Still a runner at second base. That is Blackwell, 1 away. Bo Davis awaits in the on-deck circle for the Aviators. Halter sets and fires. Cranked right center field. It is down. Taking the turn and going. It is Blackwell. He is in. It's an RBI single for D'Angelo Fisk. 15-2, Alliance on top. It keeps getting better for A-Town. Forget an avalanche. You have to see that avalanche get married to a tsunami and combine the two to describe this. 12 runs in 1/3 of an inning. And now up steps Bo Davis. I asked him for a highlight. Apparently he told the whole team. What an inning. What a frame for the Alliance Aviators. 15-2. Bo backs out on the first pitch. It is a strike. 0-1 the count. How many more can the Aviators plate in one frame? Halter coming set. Getting ready. Here's the 0-1. It is low in the dirt. 1-1 now on Davis. Bo so far this inning, a 2 RBI single. So far today, 2 for 3. A single, a double, and a pop out to his name. And if you want to call it, he did throw out a runner, but it was on the follow through of the slide that they got the out. The 1-1, cranked, left center field, it is down! Cut off by Lemon, going to third, it is Fisk, he is safe! Bo Davis's third hit of the afternoon! Bo does indeed know for a town. Put him at the corners, still one down. And now up steps Valentino Fisk. If Warren JFK is watching, I don't know what is going through their mind. I still think the game plan is pretty similar to what it would have been about an hour and a half ago. Halter sets and fires. Ground ball left side. This could be 2. Bobbled over at short. The play to 1 is in time, but a run will score. Make it 16-2 Alliance. And that is out number 2. The run still scores. The job is done. And now up steps Lincoln Reese. He walked his first time up this inning. When you look across the board, he sees that walk and says, I want to swing away. And I think you will see him do so right here. 13 runs this inning scored by the Aviators. First pitch to Reese is a strike, 0-1 the count. A pretty good first offering to him, but we will see if he does get aggressive. Halter takes the nod and comes set. And he will fire the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Unable to time that one up, and Alliance is finally down to their final strike of the bottom of the 4th. 6:35 the time. We have been going in this frame for a good half hour. Here's the 0-2. And it is off the plate, 1-2 on Reese. If Reese gets on, we see Cam Burton once again. What a job. That's all you can really say about Alliance right now. What a game. 1-2. Halter fires it in, and it is upstairs. It is off of the catcher's glove, and going into third base, it is Davis. Evens us up at 2-2 in the process. All it takes is a single from Reese, and all of a sudden it is 17-2. Count even 2-2. Halter to get out of the frame. It is eye level to Reese. 3-2 the count. Cam Burton still awaiting patiently in the on-deck circle for the Aviators. 3-2, 2 down, runner at third. Here comes the payoff pitch. Crank left side, and it is through the third baseman's legs. Bo Davis will score. Reese takes a turn. He goes to 2. He is safe. A beamer down low. You could score it a hit. We will. In that case, an RBI single for Lincoln Reese, and on the error, it takes him 2 seconds. 17-2 your score. Run number 14 of the frame. And with one more run, that is the 15% of Geico. Talk about insurance. Burton's turn once again. It is the McKinley transfer looking to help out A-Town here. Halter sets, checks the runner, and deals. Swing and a miss, a hefty cut from Burton. No dice, 0-1 the count. Alessandro, Whitmer, and Geckler due up for Perry in the top of the 5th. As of right now, they need 6 runs to keep this game alive. The pitch from Halter. Skied over to the right side. This should do it for the frame. And the play is made at second. Whitmer retires the side, but not before Alliance has a field day. 14 runs, yes, 14 in the bottom of the 4th inning. The scoreboard is right, 17-2, Alliance on top. Perry's last ups are upcoming when we return. This is OHSAA Baseball live on SmeeSports. For those of you who know me personally, you know two things about me, or three things. One, I take my faith seriously. Two, I take sports seriously. And three, I don't shut up. But in this one case, the last one is not true. I am speechless. 14 runs in one inning for one team. Alliance up 17-2. Unbelievable. The 1-0, it is popped and out of play. A lot of changes have been made by the Aviators. At this point, it's really too many to keep track of. We will see how Alliance is able to close this one out. 6 runs Perry would need to make this one head to the bottom of the 5th. And Bugera technically coming in up by 1. I don't know if he's still eligible for the save, but he might be. It's a technicality. I don't think he really cares. 1-2 the count. And Alliance continues to cruise. Bugera sets and fires. There's out number 1. Alessandro doesn't swing. Punch out number 1 from Bugera. What a pitch. We will watch this one back from Brody Bugera. That's exactly what he needed to do there. A perfect pitch. And he is cruising. Just a freeze. That's exactly what was needed. 1-0 now the count on Whitmer. Bugera sets and fires. Eye level makes it 2-0. Perry will fall to 2-0 on the year. Their next game, a very difficult one. Actually a doubleheader across 2 days. At Thurman Munson tomorrow to take on McKinley, then at home to take on the Bulldogs. 2-0. Skied. It is playable on the left side, and Reese will see it out of play. Count now 2-1. Alliance's next game is at home against JFK Catholic tomorrow, then at home on Thursday against Cuyahoga Falls, then at home on Friday against Greene, on the road at St. V's on Monday, and next Tuesday, they are at Salem. 2-2 now the count on that foul. Two the count, 1 down the pitch. And there is strikeout number 2 of the inning and of the game for Bugera. Alliance, at long last, after a great game, you can sound your final countdown. Bases cleared, 2 down. We go back to the top of the order for Marshall Geckler. A zipper right past the press box, out of play. 0-1 the count. A good amount of power on that swing. Can Bugera slow this one down even more and complete the job? That will help. 0-2 the count. Perry down to their final strike. Bugera to cap off one of the best games in Alliance baseball history. Misses upstairs. A very good miss. 1-2 the pitch. And another one chopped right towards us, over the box, foul. As shown on Thursday from the softball field, I am no Evan Longoria in regard to snatching a liner right towards people. Count remains 1-2. Bugera deals. Ground ball, this should do it over to second base. And it is a foot race. The dive is not in time. We will play on. Fisk, a great effort. We will watch it back. But that goes down as an infield single for Geckler. Miscommunication on the coverage at first. And knowing the way that Coach Graffis coaches, when we talk to him post-game, opposed to talking about everything that went right, I think that is one play that he will bring up as this is something we can improve on. And a good get right from Bugera. 0-1 the count. There's Jacobson, the pitch. Upstairs. 1-1 now the count. Jacobson so far 2 lineouts to his name. 1 to Reese at third and 1 to Craig in left. 2-1 the count now on Jacobson. Bugera just needs to slow down a little bit. The game is won. Lock in, hit your spots, and close it out here. 2-1 the count. Bugera checking the runner. Come set. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Perry once again down to their final strike. 2s across the board. 2-2 count. 2 away. Top 5. Bugera sets. Fires. Popped up and out of play. A good battle from Jacobson. Preston Bright, the shortstop, awaits in the on-deck circle. An RBI double his last time up for the Panthers. 2-2, Bugera sets. The pitch. And it is a beautiful miss from Bugera. The whole Alliance dugout thought that that was wraps, but they will have to wait at least one more pitch. Full count, runner will break. Bugera sets. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled away. Jacobson continues to be a warrior for Perry. Once again, I said it earlier on, no matter what happens in this game, Perry can at least look at their battles in the box and say, we did that right. If we can battle like this tomorrow and Wednesday at McKinley, we have a chance to get that win, and we can get that win. 3-2 the count, the payoff. Off the plate. Perry hanging on for yet another at-bat. A good battle in the top of the 5th so far from the Panthers. And time has been called. Davis, a quick word of wisdom to Bugera. And now we will see Bright step in. Actually, they're going to change out Bright here. It is Halter in. First pitch from Halter, it is popped up. This could do it. Davis gets underneath and books the game. Alliance off the back of a 14-run 4th inning takes down Massillon Perry 17-2. What a performance by the Aviators. It is Bo Davis sealing the deal with the catch on the pop-out, and Alliance is 2-0. They get the Massillon sweep. Washington on Friday and Perry today. What an outing. If you are a fan of Alliance, this has to be one of the best games that you have ever seen. You have to go back in the history books. This might be one of the best single games that Alliance has ever played, but I think that inning of 14 runs is the best ever in program history by a long margin. Your player of the game, I don't think I can even name one. The whole team's your player of the game. I am not picking one player, and I'm not picking 2, not 3, not 4. The whole LeBron speech later, no. The whole team is your player of the game, and you can see them celebrate. There's Cam Burton. He is strutting. He will run to his teammates. And the Aviators, they're having fun, and there is a cartwheel and a backflip from Cam Burton. It is all smiles and all good feelings for the Aviators. Their next 5 games go as such. We will take a look at that now. They host JFK Catholic and Cuyahoga Falls on the 1st and 3rd. On Friday, they host Green. Next Monday, they go to St. V's at the University of Akron. And their 5th game in the queue is at Salem on 4/8. As for Perry, tomorrow at Munson against McKinley. On Wednesday, they host McKinley. On Saturday, they go to the orange side of Alliance to take on Marlington. On the 8th, so next Tuesday, they go to Massillon Jackson. And then they will host Massillon Jackson on April 9th, so next Wednesday. What a game by the Aviators. 17-2, A-Town wins this one. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFest2024 on Twitter, and subscribe to the SmeeSports YouTube channel and enable push notifications to be notified when I upload or go live, trying to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year. So, if you are new, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing, and it greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. But that will do it from Alliance High School. Your final score, Alliance 17, Massillon Perry 2. I have been Nathan Smee saying so long from Alliance High School, and we will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. as Warren JFK makes the trip over to take on Alliance. Have a good night, everyone, and thank you for tuning in.